Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me and dropping your comments. Love to hear the comments, especially after a sweet win like we just saw against the Orlando Magic at MSG. I'll tell you, it was a relief. It was a relief because, last season, yes, we went down to Orlando, destroyed them, and then in our first game at MSG, we had a big, huge lead, 20-something point lead. And you guys have probably all tried to block it out because it was so painful. And it was a harbinger of things to come for the rest of that season. How both units could not hold on to a lead, especially to a team that they should beat in their own home. The Knicks, MSG, not this time. They took care of business. That's right. And tremendous effort. I mean, it was a good effort up and down the entire roster, pretty much, and I'll call it all out. 3 Knicks scored in double figures, beginning with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, and RJ Barrett finally had a game where he made a jump shot. Yep, he hit, I think, 2 out of 3 3-pointers. What a relief. My God, it was becoming so frustrating to watch him. He was just too much in his head. He wasn't just shooting. He was thinking. He was aiming. He was I could see he felt like the pressure of the new contract, of trying to figure out his role on this team, what his role should be on this team. Everything was all kind of in that moment when he was trying to shoot. You can't. You got to clear your head, think about your mechanics, and just let it fly. And he started to do it. He finally got one to go. And then he hit a nice 3-pointer. I think that was like in the third quarter. And then from just on the right, above the break on the right side, and then he hit a corner 3, which was what a relief. What a relief. But the main story, Julius Randle. 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. 12 rebounds, 25, 12, and 4. If this guy did that all season long, he's back to the All-Star game. He's back. I think he's probably at least third-team All-NBA, maybe second-team All-NBA. I mean, this year, I got to say, I also tweeted this out as I was watching the game. This is the best I've seen Julius Randle play as a Knick, including his All-NBA season. And I'll explain why. Because he's in motion now. He's playing at a much faster pace. It's not plodding. It's not him laboring to get the ball up the court, and then he tries to make something happen. Now, in that year, the gym was empty, the arenas were empty, and he was more focused. And he was hitting his 3-point shots, and he was making the mid-range shots. He still wasn't finishing at the hoop at the level that he should have been, but he was playing really excellent defense as well. But this year, it's much more fluid. The turnaround jumper is back. The mid-range shot is back. The 3-point shot is back. Maybe not at the level that it was that year, or we don't know yet. It's so early to tell. It's only 3 games in. But it feels like he's not trying as hard, and he's playing much more fluidly. It connected with his teammates, all of his teammates. Gotta say, I really do. I think if he keeps this up, This will be his best season. This will be his best season of the year. And actually, let's get to. I have some interesting stats to show you guys in a little bit. They're really interesting to show you the team stats, how the team is overall performing in comparison to the entire league after 3. Now, it is only after 3 games, but we got to start looking at these things. Look at Jalen Brunson. You cannot overstate his value to this team right now. Soon as the team started slipping a little bit, they even coughed up the lead in that third quarter, which is pretty shocking to think after they had gone out and played so well in that first half. They let the Magic. Now the Magic, they're they don't quit. They have some excellent young players on that team. Franz Wagner, we know he's fabulous. He's a fabulous second-year player. Paolo Banchero. Excellent debut on MSG. Ball. The guy was he's 7'9", and he's just dribbling. He's taking it off the dribble, finishing. It's crazy. The only one who could really deal with him, the only one who could really stop him in any way was Mitch. But Mitch, Mitch can't be out on the court the entire time. So it was interesting to watch how the Knicks adapted to ball. Wendell Carter Jr. was also kind of annoying. Cole Anthony's, he had a great debut at the Garden last season. So these guys, they have a team. They're 0-4, but they compete. I think they lost on a last-second buzzer to Detroit in that first game. Then I forgot what the other games. But anyway, you could see they compete out on the floor. So it wasn't going to be an easy win by any chance, by any means. But the Knicks really took care of business. What a pleasure, and it's because of this guy. So the Knicks were struggling. And in the fourth quarter, they weren't struggling, but you could see that at some point this thing could tip, and like if the Magic hit 3 3-pointers in a row, especially a team with the Terrence Ross on it, an 8-point lead could instantly become a 1-point deficit against those guys. But about 4:05 left in the game, and he took it down. Brunson took it down, and he looked off one of his teammates. Can't remember who it was, but he looked him off. He was on the right side, and he attacked the paint. He got into the paint, and did he finish and got the and one? He was committed to it. He knew he could get that shot because the team needed it. Now that is the big difference between this season and last season. We'd watch Burks try to do that. Couldn't do it. Kemba, there were nights where he was able to do it, but very few. Finally, it happened. And interestingly enough, Evan Fournier played the entire third quarter, and IQ played the entire fourth quarter as the two guard. It was IQ with the starters. Now, it didn't start out that way in the fourth, but that's how it ended. So interesting things to bear in mind. Now, yes, that's probably because not Cam, I was going to mention Cam, because Grimes is still hurt. He didn't play. He's still nursing his foot. Cam had a nice game, but it was interesting to see that Cam didn't come back in and then have RJ shift over to the 2 and Cam to play the 3. It's interesting. It's interesting that Thibs went with IQ, and that's indicative of the new Thibs this season. Thibs is coaching differently because he's trying different things. He's not just replicating the same shit every time in every situation. Now he's looking for matchup advantages. Oh, what a relief. There was even a point where it was Randle playing with the bench in that first half. We usually see RJ playing with the bench, which we did end up seeing RJ playing with the bench later on. But Randle was even playing with the bench. And that was it was it was Randle. And there was some time when Brunson was playing with the bench as well. Nice to see these different looks. Because it also throws the defense off. They don't get so used to the same exact rote type of plays and approaches. But when you have different players out there, and Obi Toppin, man, so fun when he's out there. But Jalen Brunson, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. You cannot overstate his value to this team up and down. I think he's calmed the team down, and I love that. I love what he's brought to this team. And interestingly, defensively, it hasn't really hurt us that much yet. So, fingers crossed that it keeps going like that. RJ Barrett finally made a jumper. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 3-pointers made. Oh, he made 3 3-pointers? I didn't realize that. Let's get to some highlights here. All right, so here we go. RJ first played. Oh yeah, I love that. See the way the ball is swinging around now? And look at Randle. He ran in there to get the offensive rebound. Love his activity. He's constantly up and down, moving down the court, trying to get over that half-court line as fast as possible. It's such a sight for sore eyes after watching him all last season. And even in his All-NBA season, he wasn't that type of player. He was just incredibly... his efficiency wasn't as great as it could have been, but look at this play. Cam on a pass from IQ. Remember there was this whole thing, IQ doesn't want to pass to Cam. Well, there he was. And IQ, I believe, had eight assists tonight. 8 assists in the first half, I think, even. Awesome, man. Look at this play. Ooh, that's from Cam to Obi. And look at this one here. I think, yes. 3-pointer from D Rose. That second unit looks so good. So sharp, man. Look at that one. Look at that. That's outstanding. Perfectly weighed. Well, it could have been a little bit, but still. Obi cleans up some things. Ah, man, I really, really enjoyed this game. Really enjoyed how the Knicks played tonight. Man, let's check out some second half highlights here. So here we go. You can see the Knicks. I think this is where they gave up the lead. Yes. So the Knicks gave up the lead right there. And I believe that's the last time the Magic led because of this guy. Right there. Boom. See? Clutch. We need something. We need something to bail us out. Jalen Brunson gets it. Love that. Love that about him. Evan Fournier. There's RJ's first 3-pointer. What a relief, man. He just let it go because he didn't really think about it. He had to let it fly. I think, I can't remember if the clock was winding down, but you can't overthink this stuff too much. That's what all the practice hours are for. Muscle memory, muscle memory, muscle memory, confidence. Look at this. Oh, boo! Ladies and gentlemen, that was outstanding. Obi with the no-look bounce pass. Look at Julius. Even Julius's 3-point shot is looking good. Man, Paolo, look at him. Man, see that nice ball movement? I'm telling you, Orlando could be a problem in a couple of years. Could be a problem, especially with Paolo out there, man. Look at this guy. Picks up the ball, takes it all the way across. Look at that. Finishes. That was lovely. That was lovely. But then they couldn't really get much closer. I don't think they got much closer in that. Ooh, look at that. Oh! Oh, man. Mitch. Mitch had a good game as well. Double figures. I can't remember exactly his final points total, but we'll look at his stats in a little bit. So the Knicks had all 4 starters were in double figures. 3 of them 20-plus points. I think Randle, Brunson, and Barrett totaled 66 points altogether. Look at that. Beautiful. Fast break. That was excellent. Excellent. Trying to wait to see if there was... Look at that. Look at Randle. Look at that. He's just like out there on the break. Trying to see if that one play with Brunson is going to show up here. Franz. Well, that was Brunson that was trying to defend him. I think this is the play. So right there, it's cut. The lead is cut down to 6 with 4 something left. Here it comes. And then we'll end it here. Here it is. So, he was just determined. Boom. That's the play I was talking about. That is why the Knicks are going to get the 6th seed this season. Because when things start getting a little hairy, a little scary, we have a guy like Jalen Brunson who knows exactly how to get a bucket. He's got a bag, and he can go deep into it and pull all kinds of little spins and moves and hezzies, and he can use his strong body to fight for space. And then he has tremendous touch. That's really going to change everything for this team. It already has. It already has. I mean, I believe we should be 3-0, but we're 2-1. So let's leave it at that. Let's go to this. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I compiled this for you guys. This is why it took a little bit longer to put this video up tonight. So the Knicks, now it's only 3 games, so nothing to get too excited about, but at least it's showing, this is going to show you guys that the Knicks are playing faster. They're not necessarily, their pace hasn't necessarily increased that much. I think they're like 21st in the league in pace. But what I like to look at is field goal attempts. How many field goals are we putting up? The Knicks are first in the entire NBA right now with 99 field goal attempts. We're third with 45.7 field goals made. Now there was one overtime game, but that's only 5 minutes. So interesting here. We're third in overall plus minus 11.3. Assist to turnover ratio 2.13, first. Offensive rating, 115.7. Sorry, 115.7, seventh best. Defensive rating, 104.9, seventh best. Net rating, 10.7, fourth best overall. Now, those are the stats in the middle, but look at the left there, the orange box. Knicks are second in the entire NBA in opponents' three-point percentage, 27.3 allowed, and in opponents' overall field goal percentage, 41.2%. I believe Charlotte is the number one team in opponents' three-point percentage, and Milwaukee is the number one in overall field goal percentage. And the Knicks are number two in both those stats right there. And those, I believe, are the most important stats to Tom Thibodeau. So he's got to be a happy coach tonight. He has to be a very happy coach when you see that. Now let's venture over to the right column there. Field goal percentage. Oh, I screwed all that up. Field goal percentage. Hold on, I have it here. The Knicks field goal percentage is 52.7% for 17th in the league. I wanted to put some stats that weren't so outlandishly incredible. And that's what happened. I put that. Anyway, opponents' points off turnovers. They're only getting 12.5 points off turnovers. That's number one. Number one. The Knicks are number one in allowing the fewest points off turnovers. Don't even look at those top two ones on the right. Second chance points. Knicks have 18 second chance points, which is good enough for fourth in the league. Opponents' second chance points, 19, which is good enough for 26th in the league. So we're allowing too many second chance points to opponents. But we are one of the leading teams in second chance points. Fast break points, 19.5. Fifth best. So that shows that we've picked up the pace. But points in the paint, 63 points in the paint. We're number one in the entire NBA. I wish I hadn't screwed up that graphic there, but that's what happens. It's a solo show, guys, sometimes. Some nights it's just me here. But look at this. This shows that this team this is a very complete approach, on both ends of the court, that this team is putting out there right now. This team, if they keep this going, we're going to win a lot of games, guys. All right, let's look at the Orlando Magic's stats here. Banchero, nice debut, 6 of 13. Didn't hit a three-pointer. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 21 points in 34 minutes. Wagner struggled, 5 of 15. I think I heard somebody was complaining that RJ was getting cooked or whatever in that first half. He was not getting cooked. He got once or twice. I mean, the guy's a tremendous offensive player. But look, overall, 5 of 15. So RJ did a nice job on him. 1 of 6 from the three-point line. 14 points only for him. Wendell Carter Jr. was a little bit of a problem because also he can hit that three-point shot. Look at that, 2 out of 5. 5 of 10 overall, field goal percentage, 11 rebounds, 17 points. He had a very, very nice game for him. Cole Anthony, he struggled as well. 6 of 18, 33%, 14 points, didn't make a three-pointer. And Terrence Ross was basically a non-factor, which is surprising for Mr. Ross, because, man, does he cook. But look at Ball. In 20 minutes, 8 of 10 overall. Hit 1 of 2 three-pointers, 5 rebounds, 19 points in 20 minutes. The Knicks held Orlando to 20% three-point shooting. Overall, about 42% field goal shooting overall. Now here's the Knicks. Here you go. You can see it. Randle, 25 points. Mitch Robinson, in 30 minutes, 6 of 7 overall, 6 rebounds, 14 points. Brunson, like I said, 21 points. Fournier, only 8 points, 2 of 8 from the three-point line. All of his shots attempts were three-pointers. Hit 25% from there. 27 minutes he played. I feel like that was way too many minutes. Definitely Cam could have gotten more of those minutes. Even Obi could have gotten some more of those minutes. But he didn't. As you can see, the most minutes played, RJ, 38. 7 of 19 overall field goal percentage. Nothing outstanding, but definitely it was a relief to see he finally hit some jumpers. He was missing some easy shots in that first half again. It was becoming very, very frustrating. It was nice to see him finally start to get it together in that third quarter and just kind of let the game flow. Let it flow for him. Only 1 assist for him, but still finished with 20 points. Obi Toppin, electrifying once again. 14 minutes, 4 of 6. Not sure why he didn't play more minutes. It could have been just because Randle was just having a sensational game overall. But Obi did finish in double digits, 10 points. Cam Reddish, 3 of 4, 7 points. Even had 2 dimes, which is nice to see. 2 rebounds. I believe he even had a block or so. Isaiah Hartenstein, not the greatest offensive game for him, but he played a decent game defensively. I thought sometimes he was a little out of position, overmatched with ball's length and with Wendell Carter Jr.'s size overall, and even Banchero sometimes. I think he had a little bit of a problem there, which is why he only played 18 minutes tonight. And also, Mitch was having a sensational game. D Rose, 9 minutes, 1 of 4. That was the three-pointer we saw before, 1 of 3. 3 points. Didn't have much impact on this game. I actually didn't even notice when he first came in, and then suddenly he was on the court in that first half. And I wonder, I'm beginning to think that he is definitely going to average around 14 minutes a game throughout the season. And I think that's smart. Because if he's going to stay, we're going to keep him. We're going to keep him for the whole season. How about we have him fresh as possible towards the end of the year when things start getting very, very intense. It becomes a nail biter. Because at that point, we might be like fighting for different seed positions. And we're going to need Rose's leadership at that point, especially in that second unit. Emmanuel Quickley did not make a bucket. Did not make a bucket at all, but he had 8 assists. But look at his, let's see here. His assists, he had 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the thing is, yeah, he didn't provide points, but you saw all those dimes and those highlights. It just wakes the team up. Because everyone has to be on alert, because he might fire one of these incredible passes to you if you make a move, if you cut. That's exciting. I mean, it's got to be fun for the other guys who on the court with him. And he passed the Cam, like I said, twice, which was awesome. The number 1 guy in plus minus, RJ Barrett, plus 22. And then Brunson, number 2 there, plus 17. Even RJ, I wouldn't say this was a good game for RJ, necessarily offensively. Wasn't an efficient game, but when he's out on the court, his defensive presence that he provides, and he gets out on the break, and he makes some excellent passes. Even though he actually did get it was a great hockey assist. What was it? He forgot what it came down to, but then it ended up with a Jalen Brunson 3-point shot, but it came off an RJ. Oh yeah, RJ raced on the court. He was going to force a layup, but he saw a guy in the corner. Threw it to the guy in the left corner, and that ball swung immediately to Jalen Brunson, who then hit the 3-point shot, and that was fabulous. Fabulous. Here we go. Team stats. Look at that. The Knicks shot 46.2% overall, 93 shot attempts. Only made 43 of them, and look, we did put up 37 3-point shot attempts. Thibs did mention he wants us to put up more. I think we should. I think we should have put up about 40, but you can't force them. 37 is pretty close to 40. We almost hit 30% of that. Got to get that up. Got to get that up higher, and I think it'll come. It'll definitely come over time. The free throw shooting, this is probably, I'm just going to guess this was our worst free throw shooting game of the season so far, and we still finished with 72% there. 50 rebounds. We won the rebounds battle. Our assists, 24. Nice. Not 29, not as outstanding as 29 against the Pistons, but 24 is excellent for a team like this. This team was dead last season in assists. I should have pulled that stat up. Turnovers, it's pretty decent, 13 to 14. Fast break points, pretty even. Points in the paint, we won that battle. And like I showed you, we're number 1 in the entire league in points in the paint right now. Well, that was a fun game to watch, I gotta say. I think that we're poised to defend our home court all season long. You can see that desire. The mental strength is there to when leads dwindle. We saw it the other night when I think they had like a 29-point lead and it cut down to 14. Last year's team, that would have been like, it would have ended up in a loss, especially the early half of the season. The first half of the season type Knicks team last year, would have totally lost that game. Tonight could have happened as well. You saw it. The lead got cut down to 6. And we pulled it out, ended up extending it to 13 points overall by the end of it. This is a good sign of things to come for this team. There's still a lot of things to work out. Still a lot of issues. But the issues are not detracting from the team winning, which is excellent. All right. Thank you guys for watching this. Again, my name is George. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And also follow me on Twitter right here at Knicks-Verse. I tweet stuff out all the time. And, turn on the notification bell here on YouTube so you know when I drop these videos. It's great, especially when we go live. Been having a little trouble getting the pregame shows going. It's just work schedule and stuff. And also, got to remember, I'm here in LA. So for me, when games start, it's actually almost at the very end of the workday. So to do a pregame show is a little tricky. So, but I'm going to still try to get them out there. The past 2 ones, we weren't able to do it, but we will definitely be doing more pregame shows. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me. Also, order your gear, hats, t-shirts, there's hoodies, all kinds of stuff. Great stuff. The link is in the description. Don't forget to click on it. At least peruse, check it out, see what it is. And your first purchase, $5 off. Just type in first 5. You get $5 off. All right, well, thank you for watching this. My name is George, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.